Here in Ungaran, in central Java, we're looking at a banyan tree behind me. So the banyan actually begins its life as a seed up in the canopy of another tree, and over time that seed grows what's called aerial roots. The aerial roots, such as these and all of these. Those aerial roots grow down into the ground where they become trunks. And if you can see here, there's a gap in the middle of the tree. It's a hollow area. So in that hollow area, there used to be the host tree. And we don't know what species it was. But what happens is the aerial roots grow around that host tree and strangle it over time, and leaving this hollow center of the tree. So the banyan is a very fascinating one from the perspective of the mind of plants, and this notion of plants having a kind of inner life, or at least a mental capacity. It's a tree that's very much driven by a kind of abundance. It's a big tree. It has a lot of these aerial roots, but it's also a convivial tree. It's a social tree. You can see people gather here. It's a shady environment. It's a cooler environment. The air is a little fresher. The noise is a little lower. And that's the work of the tree, creating a kind of micro habitat here in an otherwise fairly urban area. So banyans are important to Buddhism traditionally, but also to Hinduism and several other spiritual animist traditions here in Java, but also around South and Southeast Asia. So it's an absolutely fascinating tree, sometimes called the tree of life. So the Buddha mind, the Buddha sat under not a banyan, but a different kind of ficus tree. This is a ficus. And the Buddha sat under that tree and had a kind of enlightenment and an awakening. And that Bodhi tree or Bo tree is very closely related to this species of banyan tree. So thinking of the mind and the banyan, the mind and the banyan are so closely related. The human mind and how that's affected by the banyan, but also the mind that the banyan might have in itself, the way that it navigates its own world in such an unusual way. So that's why I've selected the banyan for the mind of plants.